I want to apologize tonight because I have a really, really bad cough. Unfortunately for you, I left a really good cough at home. So I'm going to struggle through this a little bit here. So forgive me if I get a little froggy on you. First, couple announcements. Welcome to our new location. Bathroom. Woo! Bathrooms. There's 2 bathrooms in the back of the room. And then our breakouts will be up these stairs here. There'll be 1 large room and 3 dividers. And there's bathrooms down that hallway as well. Okay? I see that everybody seems to be familiar and comfortable with the electronic sign-in nowadays. So please do that. There's name tags there. In case you don't have your permanent name tag, go get a sticky name tag so we all know who we are. And make sure we always meet 2 new people. Make sure they feel welcome around table. It's pretty intimidating coming here for the first time and seeing a bunch of faces you've never seen before and you have no idea what this whole thing's about. Obviously, Michelle, thank you, Michelle, for the root beer flow. During the year, Michelle brings some sort of snack. We did pizzas last year. We'll also have pop. Thank God we can have caffeine here, by the way. I'm going to have caffeine. I like my Diet Coke. What can I say? Pizzas. Did anybody take advantage of the pizzas? Do we like having the pizzas here? Raise your hand if you like having the pizzas here. So, do we keep that thing going? The whole point of that was when people came here, right from work, they'd have no excuse to say, I didn't eat, I'm hungry, I gotta go home and eat. So, we'll keep this going. I'll try again in a couple months with a larger audience and see how we all feel about it. All right, and then there's a little thing called the kitty. Michelle, does she have a kitty up there? Yeah. Fantastic. So if you happen to open your wall and a couple bucks fell into the thing, we'd really appreciate it. All right. One change we're going to do this year, based on feedback, we actually had a survey, monkey survey that went out, and really got a lot of feedback. Actually, our rate of polling and return on those survey is actually fairly high. One thing that I heard, and I've heard it before from people, is that the newbies kind of scares people when they're coming up here fresh and they stand in front of everybody, they get kind of embarrassed. And is that a way that we bring them, is that something that brings them back, or does that intimidate them who really not want to come back? So we're going to try something this year. We're going to do the newbies in the breakouts, so it's a much more intimate setting with people who generally are in the same program together, so they can build more of association inside the program. So that'll also shorten our general assembly as well. So hopefully that'll work out. We'll play it by ear. All right, and with that, I think we're just going to do announcements. We're going to do the roundtables. Mr. Franke, what do you have for us tonight?
Friends of Scouting. Just a quick update. Our 2019 campaign, we finished about $14,000 short of our district goal. Really good participation from quite a number of units, and we had some significant drop-off with a number of units in their contributions and participation. So goals will be coming out for the 2020 campaign. Again, I'll talk more about that, but a couple of opportunities. There will be some FOS trainings at the University of Scouting, and I've got a couple of little cards here. So if you sign up for one of the FOS trainings at University of Scouting, you can get your registration for your University of Scouting for free. And there's details in the cards here. I am looking for a few volunteers that would be willing to go out and do a couple of presentations at units again this year. There is also a presenter training, and I can get you a free registration for University of Scouting if you are interested in doing that presenter training as well. So come see me, and more to come in the coming weeks.
Okay, thank you very much. Lori, you're going to have a little pitch here for University of Scouting, I believe, right?
Yeah. Yep. University of Scouting is coming up. I gave most of you guys one of these cards. October 26th. It's at St. Paul College. Again this fall. It'll be at Lakeville in the spring. But it's the 100th anniversary, and they're going to have cake. They're going to have some other special things because of the 100th anniversary. And new Cub leaders. If you have any new leaders that sign up, it's 50% off for all new registered Cub leaders. be a big deal, and hopefully everybody will be there. There's at least like 30 new classes, so there's gonna be some new stuff and lots of the old stuff, so, Dave?
It's the 100th anniversary of what?
Of
With that.
training, I believe.
With that.
So whatever happened in,
Wood Badge, the
It's
first
Wood
Wood
Badge.
Badge was 100th anniversary. So it's probably the 100th anniversary of training and
Official
scouting.
training.
yeah, of
This
the
is
University of
Martin.
Scouting
Good
and
question.
of powwows and show and do's, is the way I was led to believe that it's powwows and show and do's, and then which that evolved into University of Scouting, many years ago now. And so, of training of adult leaders, so, and that's also Wood Badge is.
Yeah, that's the 100th anniversary of Wood
1919.
Badge. Yep.
So yeah, that's what they said. I just took it as scouts are trustworthy, so. So that's the truth. So hopefully everybody will be there. It's gonna be fun. So, thank you.
Yeah. Another thing too,
Oh.
there are some class schedules here, so if you're interested, you can grab a schedule.
This list, a quickie list of all the classes. No descriptions or anything, but it's all online already. This is just saying the classes, so nice little
Yeah,
short
and
version.
there's some new classes here at the College of Youth Leadership. They have Senior Patrol Leadership, Leader Academy, Patrol Leader Academy. New, Knots and Lashing, Scouts BSA 101, Order the Arrow High Adventure, High Adventure. So it's some really cool stuff, and I can't wait to get my Scouts there, because I can always use more training in our leadership ranks, so try to take advantage of that. That's pretty awesome.
The good ones on like just communicating well for the youth. This is a great one too.
Yeah,
Helps them out. So,
for married couples too.
Relationship training. What's your
You know,
camp like?
it happens, it happens. All right, so come on up here, get a schedule. Mr. Hartman, Religious Emblems Program, thank you for taking this on.
Yes.
We've been lacking in this area for a while, and I'm sure glad somebody stepped up to say, hey, take it on.
Hi, my name is Mark Hartman. I'm the District Religious Emblems Coordinator. It was a slot to fill, so I filled it.
Thank you.
I guess it kept me from doing anything any worse. If you come up and take a look at my little display, some of the, it's a work in progress, but all Scouts deserve the opportunity to earn a religious emblem that is recognized by Scouts BSA as part of programs developed by at least one of 39 different religions, offering a total of more than 100 emblems available to Scouts and Scouters. That's what this little square knot is. Everybody's got a chance to earn it. Each unit should have their own REC. If they don't have an REC, come to me. I will make sure you have the opportunity to earn your religious emblems, and your Scouts have the opportunity to earn their religious emblems. Why is that a big deal? Because religious emblems are one way to show your community that Scouting is youth ministry. Many of our chartering organizations are religious organizations. Where are we meeting tonight? Right? We need to show these people how appreciative we are for having this place to meet. Not just having a place to meet, but a place in the community, and what we bring to Scouting and what Scouting brings to the community and the entire country. I have a pair, Messengers of Peace. I see Joe's got one. I see he's got one. Come on, there's got to be a couple more. Messengers of Peace. It's real easy. If you participate in Scouting for Food, your unit, your Scouts can earn this Messenger of Peace ring to go around the bosom symbol. To me, it says a little bit more than 100 years. And I know some of you guys have been around for 100 years. But it tells your chartering organization, your scouts have done something for somebody other than just themselves. They didn't earn just another piece of metal that goes somewhere in a uniform. This represents an act of service to the community. Again, a lot of your charter organizations are religious organizations. Show these people their support of their scouts. It's their program. They are the chartering organization. It's their scouts, their program. Show them that their scouts do things for people in the community. And I can talk for a lot longer than I'm sure you guys want to listen, but I got some stuff up here. This is a pretty neat one, just beauty to God. This is a pretty nice one, shows a lot of the different emblems, explains a lot about it. I'm on Archdiocesan Catholic Committee for Scouting, along with my fellow lawyer, and that's why all stuff together. If anybody has anything else to share with me, I will share it with everybody else. Sound good?
All right. Thanks, Jenny, what do we have with the A-team?
We're the fun team. So the big thing we've got coming up, everybody probably knows, we have Camporee coming up in October. Looking forward to that. That's going to be October 4th through 6th over at Filippo again. We're on the upper level where we've been for a while. This year is going to be signs, signals, and codes. This is going to be a really cool one because the guy that wrote the merit badge pamphlet, or helped to, is going to be there to help do some of the instruction. It's going to be awesome. I do have all the new dates for the upcoming year. Unfortunately, we are a volunteer-led organization, and my husband decided to do a computer update today. So I don't have a handout for you because I have a little spinning wheel of death. This is why these are written in Sharpie. But we have the dates here, and I have a little. This is a kind of a code thing that the kiddos are going to get at the Camporee to help them achieve the various requirements. And so check out the dates, check out the decoder, and then just as a little nugget for looking forward, I just found out tonight that next year's Camporee is going to be search and rescue. And for those of you who have been around for a while and remember the very famous search and rescue Camporee, we anticipate just as awesome a Camporee. So I hope you guys will kind of put that in your calendar too for 2020. Is that a thumbs up? Yeah, I can't wait. I found out, I'm like, oh my God! So,
First weekend in October?
it's always the first weekend in October, yep. But this year it's going to be signs, signals, and codes. Anybody has any questions? If you want to join the A-team, we are all about fun. Come and see me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jenny. James, the new camping coordinator, what do you have for us today, James?
Actually, before I jump into that role, I've got one thing I've got to switch my hat for. As a unit commissioner, I want to remind everybody that guideposts 2 and 3 are due by the end of the month. What those are is looking for a plan, annual plan for what kind of activities you're going to do over the course of the year. Doesn't have to be in great detail, we just want to know kind of what you're doing. Because then we can help you with your annual plan. Number 2, the other one is a communications plan. We just want to make sure that you've got a plan together for how you're going to be communicating with your own units. That's it. It's and then the budget. The budget is the third item. It's actually part of guidepost 2, and we just want to make sure that you're being mindful of your finances. We don't really care how big of a budget you've got or how little of a budget it is. We don't care. We just want to make sure that you're planning for and you're funding your program. And when we do that, we as commissioners want to make sure that you're making full use of council facilities and resources. So in that, I'm gonna step onto the other side of the table and talk about camping. Because camping is one of those council resources that every single one of you can use. It's great. So coming up September 1st, registrations opens up for all of our Cub Scout packs to go to the Spooky Read. They are going to do that again this year. The Spooky Read is that it is. It's going to be a cost of $30 per person, and it's just a good time for all of the kids to go to. Coming up in fall day camp runs every weekend in October at any of the council camps. You can look at the site to see exactly which camp is doing what on which weekend. That's only $11 per person. So go have some fun all day long. It's going to be great fun, and it's really cheap. And then she already talked about the district camporee for our older scouts. That also is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a good learning opportunity for our older youth. And then coming up in November, Polar Camps registrations opens up, so November 1st. So you can start thinking about maybe when you want to do that or which camp you want to do that. That's going to be at multiple camps. You can look on the website, you can see which one you want to do. And it's never too early to start thinking about next summer. I know summer's just about over, but next summer we've got Camp Akela, we've got Tomahawk, we've got Many Point, we've got a lot of good camps for your kids to go to. And everywhere in between, you and your units can go to any of the council camps for just a unit camp out. It's really cheap, and there's some really great facilities. If you're a Cub unit, you can send somebody, you can get them trained to open up the ranges at any of our camps. So you can have your kids shooting BB guns, you can have your kids shooting bows and arrows with archery, you can have your kids doing slingshots at some of the camps. It's, again, what kid doesn't want to play around with a slingshot, right? So please make full use of our facilities. If you want to go down to the base camp, you want to use the climbing wall, that's there too. That's all I have.
Thank you, James.
Just to add to what you were saying about Rangemaster training, I just signed up for that, but there is one coming up. So if you want to do that, it's September 29th, I think is the next one that's being offered. And that is down at Philippo.
Dr. Filippo. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect segue into training.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to steal your thunder. I'm so sorry.
No, that's great.
And now our district chair / temporary training chair for the evening. Dee, what do you have for us?
All right, so Steve made a new board. It's fairly nice. It's not broken or anything. Yay!
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite too.
So anyways, a few things we've got going on. Please come on over, grab the upcoming training flyer for activities that are happening. Our next training is in November. It's a super event training where we offer all leadership positions for Cubs and Scouts BSA. In addition, we provide Den Chief training, which seems to be our most popular event this past year, so let's keep that up. We have University Scouting, so that's already on here, and we are going to make sure that we've got Wood Badge updates on here as well. I do have an award to present that Steve handed off.
Yeah, I kind of did it out
hold
a
that?
little out of practice, a little rusty, so I didn't get you up front.
No, that's just fine. I do want to make note, if you're not aware and you're a new leader, we do have the ability, we don't get to earn merit badges, but we get to earn training knots. So for the accomplishments that you do, they're called training knots, but really they're accomplishment knots. If you're a Scoutmaster, a unit, Den Chief, etc., There's a knot for you to accomplish. And many of you have probably earned it, just don't know it. So check out the paperwork here, fill it out, get it submitted, because we'd really like to see those accomplishments awarded as well. All right, the award I have is a VSA National Outdoor Challenge Award, and it goes to Guardian Angels, Troop 89817. Do we have anyone here?
I think so.
There you go, there you go.
Awesome. There you go. Good job. That's what I got.
All right, now we're gonna give you a little whiplash. We're gonna go right over here. Mr. Peterson, go away.
Yes, good evening, folks. My name's Scott Peterson. I'm one of the associate advisors for our chapters, Order of the Arrow in our district. A few things to point out. If you love the privilege of wearing your patches, your flat patches, both in you or yourself or in your units, please do the honored privilege of going and paying your dues. Those are due now, basically now, so please go do that at least. The next big thing, OA Conclave is coming up, September 20th, 21st. So please, you will either either already have received an email or you will be receiving an email from Dr. Westfall with your ordeal candidates, as well as your ordeal members and your brother members and your vigil members. Brotherhood, you can the Brotherhood members can also go through Brotherhood, but they can also do ceremonies as well as part of that service back to the district. So if you have scouts that are ordeal members or even Brotherhood members that want to do ceremonies, please, one of the round tables, find anybody in the sash, reach out. There's a number of us walking around. We can connect them with the chapter chief, as well as his vice chiefs to get you on a ceremonies team. It's a lot of fun. For those of you who've been through it, it's a very good experience, and while we have the opportunity of doing it, we have in the past, we should take advantage of it. So please, put on your calendars, September Conclave, the 20th, 21st, and that's at Fred C. Anderson. Any other questions? Please find myself, John Pape, Dr. Westfall, or anybody else that has a sash on. We'll get you answers as fast as possible. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right. Now we're going to go back to our council leadership. Start with John. John, do you have anything for us?
Sure. If you're here and you have not picked up your School Land for Scouting materials, which are outside in the big yard waste bags, please do that. If you think you're going to be in contact with someone from a pack that isn't here tonight, maybe the next day or two, if you'd be willing to grab their bag and hand that off to them as well, that way we don't have to take it all back to the office and try to figure all that out. It's just easier. If you're going to see those people, feel free to take their materials and give them to them if you're going to see them soon. That's really the biggest thing I've got.
Susanna?
Yeah, it's good to see you all. This is the first roundtable I've been to since back in March, because I ended up giving birth to my son, I think 3 days later. So it's good to be back. When I got back to work in June, there were almost 0 fires that I had to put out, and that is a testament to all the amazing work that you all do. So I just want to say thank you all so much.
All right. Baby, by the way.
Huh?
How big?
Oh, when he was born?
Details.
He was 7 pounds, 6 ounces.
All right.
And his name?
Stevie. He's 5 months old now, so
And
he's a lot bigger than that.
He came to a P5 meeting.
So he's like almost ready for the navy blue for the right? Yeah, he's getting there.
Mr. Peters, do you have anything for us tonight?
There are some additions in your bag to take home tonight. We're trying to enhance the communications we're sending out to our units, making them tailored to your specific role or age group. So you no longer have to receive a 4-page email depicting everything that's going on in scouting. You can get the information that's just pertinent to you. Look for that sheet to sign up for the Remind application. There's also a sheet about next month's fundraiser. Now that we're in Guardian Angels Church, we can have caffeine and raffle tickets. So please tell the PACs to come here. They can win their own bottle rocket launcher. Details are on the sheet that's in your packet that you can take home tonight. On the back of that sheet, really important stuff, this is the breakdown of monthly trainings that you can receive right here at Roundtable. So PACs should be informed. There's also University Scouting dates and a quick nod to the training notes that Dee mentioned earlier. So there's a whole bunch of good stuff in your materials tonight. We'll see you all School Night for Scouting.
You want to speak to what you discovered, Susanna, what you shared about 833?
Oh,
Please?
yeah. So some of you may be aware that some of the schools in South Washington County School District happen to have their kind of meet the teacher open house nights after school starts this year, and some of them are on the same night as School Night for Scouting. I know a couple people have already kind of come to us asking about that. We actually got super lucky. The gal that works for the district was kind of on our side and called each of those schools individually and got them all to agree to let us have a table at those events that night. So.
Susanna, any possibility you have the names off the top of your head, or how do we find out if their schools are?
One of those?
Yeah.
I don't have them off the top of my head, but I can send
You
those
just send
out.
them to me and I can make sure that those go out.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Cool, thanks, Susanna.
Yeah.
Couple things. Now this is gonna be awkward because Jimmy's manning the phone here, but I didn't get the chance to give this to Jimmy as thank you at the picnic. So Jimmy, I need you to come front and center.
Take over.
All right. So I like to make sure that I, thank my leaders here, and I didn't get a chance to do this, but this is the world's largest scout mug / bowl / I don't know what to call that thing.
Everything.
You can put out a fire. You can put out a fire with that thing. It's all right. Generally, that's it for us tonight. We do have a theme, a Cub Scout theme that we're going with. Friendly, one of the points of the Scout Law. And did anybody know what just happened, came out in the news very much today? Did anybody hear anything about Minnesota in the national news?
Yes.
What
We're
was it?
the friendliest state in the United
We
States.
are the friendliest state in the United States, being out there for some of the states. So the minute tonight's really simple. Keep Minnesota nice, keep being friendly, and keep inviting more people from your units to come visit us here. We don't bite too hard. Dave.
Can we have a moment for the commissioner and for the district chair if you want to say something? I mean, that's normal protocol.
Again,
Yep.
well,
No,
I know
you-
Mr. Salmon's out.
I know, but he asked his most handsome, most intelligent assistant district commissioner to say.
I did not know that. Yes?
Who is that?
Being as that I am the only assistant district commissioner that Mr. Solomon has. Okay, I can't emphasize enough to get those, get your students, thank you for your signposts 2 and 3, to get that in at the end of the month. The big thing is this, by having the program, that's the key thing. It gives you a plan of what you're going to do. It sets it out, so it forces you to think of what are we going to execute for next year. And then it's just a case of how do we get in contact with each other, and then can we just throw something together for the budget. But it's an important thing to do. Now, I want to just give you some early warnings, because I'm very familiar with the guy who's the webmaster for the Order of the Arrow. So they're going to throw some monkey wrenches into your gears. They said October 25th, they're going to have their fall fellowship. So everybody goes home at midnight so they can go to the University of Scouting the next day. So I don't know why they did that. And then to make it even more interesting, for next year in 2020, they added a council, Sioux Falls or somebody, that has an event on the first weekend in October.
So the good news is actually in 2020.
You own the place or something?
No, we ended up getting stuck with the second weekend because there was something already there. So I had to deal, we are the second weekend in October in 2020.
Okay, then we took care of it. I just wanted to make sure, because she does such a fine job on the first weekend in October. And if anybody's ever camped on the second weekend of October, bring your slot machines and your roulette because it's a gamble. But you did what you can. The other thing I was thinking is that a slot gets earlier in the month because the sectional conclave was always held on the second weekend in the weekend after Camp Reed after Labor Day. So maybe we move the look at moving the conclave to that first weekend and slot you in the last. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
But I just wanted to let you know that we are working on your behalf too, because you do such a good job on activities. So, and also if I can emphasize school night for scouting, that is big. Make sure that you know what your schools are that you're going to be recruiting. Get your people staffed up to do that. You can always be recruiting Cub Scouts, but there's no reason to be not getting Boy Scouts. Girls are working very well with the program to start putting this family program together and bringing the families in and getting people to say, Scouting is working and it has an opportunity for growth and opportunity for members of the entire family. And I want to thank all you people for coming tonight, because usually the September meeting is preaching to the choir. So I won't say anybody who isn't with the district committee, would you please stand up, because nobody have to get up in their seats. So thank you all for coming, and let's have a great year. And as part of the commissioner staff, we really appreciate your efforts on helping the youth, bring the program to the youth, and bringing the scouting program to the entire families. So thank you for coming tonight. We'll probably see you in a couple of weeks, right, for the roundtable. So now you know where to find Roundtable Blocks. Yeah, so have a good evening.
All right. You have something?
Oh, one more.
Dean.
I have one more thing too. NOAC. I don't know, has anybody been to NOAC, Northern or the Aero Conference? Okay. Northern or the Aero Conference also translates, you just sleep when you're dead, if you're a young person. It's like going to the Jamboree without having to sleep outside. Registration will start on October 1st-ish, so be looking for that, getting the boys involved. It's a great experience. Next year it's at Michigan State University, and they basically have said there is no limit to the amount of people that goes. We'd like to get one-to-one, so bring a youth with you, but it is going to be fun. So, and then another one was Section Conclave, is if you want to go out see the Northern Tier Center, that'll be the first weekend. The weekend after Labor Day will be up at Northern Tier for a great weekend. So, sorry about that. A lot of things that you might want to know.
All right, so thanks. I'm gonna reiterate what Dave said. Thanks for coming out tonight, getting us kicked off. Thanks to Michelle for putting our root beer floats together, and dreamsicles. Don't want to just allow those. And Gary for getting us organized. I do want to remind everyone that if you have not done so already, to look at the Adventure Calling webpage. If you've not done that, has anyone seen the call out or the ask for that? There's a video on Facebook. Anybody seen it? Okay, well you guys got some homework. Go to the Great Rivers District webpage. There's a video on there that Mr. Peters put together in regards to checking out your Adventures Calling webpage to make sure this is in your best interest, to make sure that your unit or units have the accurate information on the webpage. That information is only as good as what's there, and if the contact information is incorrect, then that requesters or people interested are getting routed to the wrong direction. So if you would do that, that would be awesome. Okay? Anything else, team? All right. Cool. Thanks, Gary.
All right, thank you all for coming. Our next roundtable, our first roundtable of the year, technically, this is the kickoff, is September 5th, right here, 7 o'clock. All right? So go well, please go be well and go make nice, because we are there at the Minnesota Nice. We've got a reputation.
Does either of the staff members know if they're still looking for volunteers for the state fair booth?
Yes, they are.
Oh yeah.
Probably should announce that at this, so you could get people who normally don't get to take
I think we were down to one shift that was needing, right?
I'm gonna
Is that
say,
what I saw?
right now, I'm gonna say, if there are openings, please, if you have any interest, please go see Susanna or John and see if you can, give some time.
Labor Day Sunday is,
Okay.
is a big day for me.
All right, thank you very much for coming. We'll see you in 2 weeks.